This is the description of the role for Color. So what's gonna happen when you open your inbox, you're gonna be receiving emails and you want to see, you're gonna process the ones coming from customer service. So in this case, you have to open them up and you can see that they have an attachment in the right side of the screen. So like in this case. So what you have to do is you have to open them up and then to download this attachment and save it into the directory you created for this simulation. So you can change the name or you can leave it the way it is. So in this case I will leave the same name. After that you will go back to inbox and also you will have the mail coming from engineering, from design, coming from design with another attachment. So that you can see in the right side of the screen. So you want to open it up and to download the attachment and save it into the directory that you just created. So you can change the name or you can leave it the way it is. So now what you have to do is you have to open up both files. So like in my case, I will open up the file I received from customer service, which is like this. And also you will need to open up the file you just received from designs. Good. So in this file you're gonna need to work in the tab that is called cost, which is the third tab in the file. You're gonna need to fill out these three cells with the code for the red color, for the green index, and the blue index. So in order to do that, you will need to go to the file that you receive, the request for price, and you have the color of the shape here. So you have to figure out and to estimate the index of this color for the red, green, and blue parameters. In order to help you doing that, you're gonna have a visual aid that will come very handy for this. So in your directory that you created for the simulation, you also gonna have the two visual aids. So the visual aid PowerPoint, if you open it up, you have here a set of colors. So in this case I'm gonna do this screen a little bit smaller so I can have both files side by side. So I'm gonna need the request for price. So I will expand this screen and then I will make it shorter too. So here we have both files side by side, and you can compare this color over here with the visual aid you have. Just by seeing these two files, we can see that this color is very similar to this color over here. So we have column 1, row number 6. So now we're going to need to use the second file with the visual aid, which is the Excel file that we have here. So we need to open up the Excel file, which is Color Visual Aid 1 Index, and here you will have a matrix, and you're going to be looking for column 1, row 6. Here we have. So the index is for red 240, green 0, and blue 80. So now you have to go to the spreadsheet that you receive from design, and you have to input those numbers over there, 240, 0, and 80, like that. So sometimes you might see that this color doesn't match one of the colors in this palette. Probably it's in the middle of two colors, like let's say this one and this one. If that's the case, then we're gonna need to look at the values on those two cells and interpolate them. So for our case, we will leave it in 240, 0, and 80. When you have done this, you will save this file and now you need to send this to estimation. So I'm gonna go to Gmail again. I'm gonna go back to inbox. I'm gonna compose mail, and you want to send it to the people in your address book so that everybody knows. I'm gonna click all so that everybody knows that you're done with your part in this request for price. So I'm gonna click done, and then you might want to attach the file that you just saved the indexes on, which is called designs. So now I'm gonna click open, which will add the file as an attachment to this email, and then send. Very good. That's the description of the role for color.